Hello, indecisive tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 8, The Sacred Stones, with me, BlueAnkylo. So between episodes, I had to fight my way back for a couple skirmishes, just so that I can actually do the next chapter. So we've got a couple more level ups here and there. I guess we could have a brief overview of that in a minute. And last episode, of course, we spent some time going about halfway up the Tower of Valny, just to show it off, see how it looks, you know, it's fine. I'm trying not to use it or abuse it and gain a whole bunch of levels up, which you certainly could do, but that's against my motto. That's not my motto. So anyway, yeah, I mean, there's your dudes. We'll talk about the character stats in a minute here, it's no big deal. Anyway, let's get into the next chapter, and yes, I haven't actually finally decided my supports yet. Like I was saying with my intro, I kind of want to get, like, Franz, Kyle, and Ford to level 20, which probably will just take a couple more skirmishes or battles with them. And then I'll just pick the best one and promote them to, whatever. But I don't have to do that yet, because I was like, I was sort of having a look at, like, how many promotion items we'd get, and, so, like, you can use these for Knights and Cavaliers. Now, I probably want Gilliam, since he's the only one who can really have a high super max defense. And then another one I was thinking maybe for Amelia, because she's probably going to turn out pretty good once we get around to it, assuming I'm willing to do a little bit of grinding with her. And then I think we'll get one more on the next map, or shortly anyway. And that could be for one of my 3 Cavaliers, but that's probably all we get for Night Crests, for instance. I also only get 1 Ocean Seal, so I have to decide if I'm going to use Colm or if I should just give it to Ross. I was actually thinking, like, because of the way my characters have gone, where is she? Naimi. Naimi is actually really bad for her level. She's like -3 strength, -3 skill from what her averages are. That's pretty terrible. So, given that I'm, like, normally good affinity, reasonably good growths and stats, she can turn out pretty strong. She's not for me, so I don't really have a bow user, and then the other alternative is Garcia, because he can promote into axe and bow, but he's not very good. So then who else is there? Well, you could use Innis, but I think he's one of the worst pre-promotes. He's not particularly good. Technically, I could have sent Ross the, no, he couldn't become he could become a warrior, axe plus bow. I don't know, maybe he would have been better at that. Still pretty low skill speed. His stats aren't as impressive as I was hoping, honestly. And that sort of leaves Garrick, who could become a ranger, which is bow plus sword on a horse. And I'm like, well, maybe. I'd rather he was a hero, but I should have at least one person with a bow. Anyway, we'll figure that out pretty soon, along with all the supports and everything, but I just can't make up my mind, as I'm sure you can tell. So, thanks to the arrival of reinforcements from Princess Lerkel of Roston, Erica and her allies successfully repel the Grado invaders. Still, Johanna Hall remains under siege, on the edge of ruin. En route, Erica learns that the hall has indeed been captured by Grado. To rescue Queen Ismare and recover Johanna's sacred stone, Erica leads an assault on the royal hall. More memories. You know, it wasn't that long ago that Erica, Ephraim, and Leon were all friends. It's because he decided to put all his points in intellect rather than strength. Pretty sure he went the sage route, honestly. Come on, don't be so hard on yourself, kid. Erica's not even that strong. She's just a swift swordsman. Swordswoman. Oh, I wonder what he gave her. Some sort of present? Maybe they were betrothed at some point, or meant to be. Oh, never mind. Not the sage route. He went the same route that we sent Ewan down by learning Dark Tomes. Perhaps he's learned the necromantic arts and succumbed to darkness and evil. I'm sure they'll tell us eventually. I guess she's not dead yet. Was he a High Chancellor? He must have been the High Chancellor. You're too lovely to serve. Oh. Oh, I see how it is. He fell in love, sort of, with the queen. Look, this is all on him, honestly. He can't put this on her. He should have moved on, found a girl that was not taken. Yeah. Kill your countrymen, fighting your allies. Treason. It's all about treason. Well, he's gonna get what's coming to him. So one thing I did was, I already preset this battle, so I've already... It's the same save file, I haven't changed anything other than I got my character party ready to go. So, just to have a look, 12 units, I'm going with, well, 3 mages because I really like magic, one of each color. So we've got white, light magic, colored magic, and dark magic. I figure that's fair for now. Larakel, because you might want her on this map. Also a good idea to have a restore staff. Tethys, because she's awesome. By the way, her stats are pretty superb. She has more defense than Erica. Isn't that great? The only downside is level 20's her max. She has no promotions, so that's all she gets. But still pretty good. Joshua, Tana, because she's got some room to grow still. She's still got a couple of levels to open. This is another treasure map, or whatever you want to call it. Lots of locked doors and treasure chests, so we're gonna bring Calm. Ross, because he's still got a few levels of improvement, and also he's our only axe guy right now. Gilliam, because there's lots of narrow corridors, and we might have him choke point with his pretty darn good defense, as he's turning out. His other stats are not good, but his defense is what counts. Garrick, although I checked, he's definitely behind average in strength. He should be like 2 or 3 points higher in strength, I believe. I think even his speed is 1 or 2 below as well. He's not had the greatest of luck, but he's still pretty awesome. So I'm benching Cormag for the moment, although we'll bring him back later on, don't worry. And then the 3 Cavalier, I honestly don't know. And then even Natasha has a potential spot. But I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use Garcia or Marissa or Naimi or Mulder. Vanessa, I just can't bring all of the flyers, and I think she's the weakest of the 3. I'll probably try to bring Amelia, but we'll talk about her once we get a special bonus growth tome, whatever, magic item. Anyway, so I know I still haven't used my promotion items, my supports have not been set out. In case you're wondering, you can see basically everyone that they can support now. So it's pretty easy to plan out, well, it's easier with a fancy spreadsheet, but, you know, you can figure it out pretty easily from the screen, honestly. But, yeah, we'll talk about that in another episode or 2. Okay, now for formation and map stuff, like I said, lots of doors, there's some treasure chests. There might even be a secret somewhere over here, you never know, just think about it. Enemies. We've got a Berserk mage. Now, it's possible you could get them to switch equip if he healed an enemy, an ally, or one of his allies before he spent his Berserk staff, and you killed him, you might get him to drop it, but most of the time he's going to spend 3 magic. Well, his range isn't that great. You could probably set up a way to get him to drop the Berserk staff and not the Mend staff. I don't even like the staff anyway, so it's not a big deal. But it's annoying if he manages to cast that on somebody. I guess we'll just take the free Mend and leave it at that. Luna Shamans are dangerous. Not high hit rate, but 0 resistance. Now, not that they do a lot of damage. 8 magic damage isn't much, but you can't avoid it. Well, you can't resist it, I guess. What else do we have to note? Lots of door keys if you don't bring a thief, which you could. I could have skipped Calm, you'll see, but I decided not to. Couple longbows. So again, we've seen this kind of trick before where they put longbow archers in the middle here, or at least a couple. It's kind of annoying. What else have we got? More door keys. The boss. We'll talk about him when we get closer. Wooden swords are pretty cool, though. Range 1, 2. Yeah, that's neat. Also, he's a sword master, so he gets an intrinsic, I think it's 20% bonus crit? No, it's 15. Skill divided by 2 is 9, plus 15. Okay. I couldn't remember how much crit bonus the Berserker Swordmasters got. It was 30%, which is super overpowered in Fire Emblem 6, but they nerfed it a fair bit for this one. It's still good, but it's been nerfed a bit. He looks pretty strong. We'll talk about that once we get a bit closer. I guess there's some Armored Knights in here somewhere. Lightning. That's the Berserk. Oh, right there, yeah. And there'll be some more enemies in here. And some treasure. And there might be some reinforcements. You know, we'll see. Lots of stuff to go on. Anyway, let's get started. Oh yeah, you might know this guy. I've seen this face before. So, you know, enemy thieves, right? Oh no! Descent in the ranks! He also has terrible luck, in case you're wondering. So, yeah. That's a good reason to bring Larakel, by the way. Although I believe Erica can talk to him. Larakel can do it for free. I mean, not like he'd charge you money or anything. So first thing I decided I want to do was open this door. There he is. Also, you'd really like to get that. Or I'd really like to get that. So, he's a little bit, yeah. That was a little bit foolishly brave. I was thinking of dancing over this way. I think Clome could survive this. I didn't know how many enemies would be back there. So he's got like 7 defense. He'd probably be fine. It's fine. Let's go for aggressive. Aggressive Ankylos to the rescue. Also, when it's the first turn of a battle, making aggressive moves is not so bad, because if someone dies and you reload, you're not really out much time. I just figured if I sent loot over... Oh, right, animations. I have to turn those back on after all those skirmishes I did. We could kind of deal with this guard for this door immediately. I just figured that'd be worth rushing. Alright, and another door guard. I'm sure Ross can deal with it. Sometimes 30% is enough. So the other thing I should have done differently if I was smart is I would have positioned Larakel... well, I guess I could have kept that, honestly. Well, by doing that... This is actually a little bit dangerous, of course. But it's more exciting. We can actually open it quicker this way. Door key... Like that! Treasure! Magic. Another chest key. I guess maybe you don't need a thief that badly for this at all. If there's enough door keys to open most of the doors... Oh, that's bad news. Well, okay, look, we might be restarting this one. Let's just face it. Whoops. I was planning on sending one mage each direction, and seeing how that worked. Probably should send Tana this way, because there's no archers over here. And Garrick. Well, I need at least one sword guy on this side. Well, I don't know. I have a feeling I've messed it up, just because I opened the doors so quickly. Oh look, the rest of the crew. Look, you can't trust traitors. Well, lose and you'll be dead anyway. Ah, yes, that's Leon there, by the way. There's something about him, though. Something's up with the prince. Alright, so did I just kill Colm? Good dodge. Okay, he'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. I wasn't worried. Sword Reaver. Yeah. Alright, now Erica needs to not die as well. I only have one healer. This is going to be a little crazy. Alright. So she's fine. She actually couldn't have died there. Now, I guess if the Javelin and the Sword Reaver had both hit, Colm might have died. But honestly, that wasn't the most dangerous start I've ever seen. Now, Renak might be going to go stealing these treasure. There might not be much we can do about it. There's your Hero's Crest and Killing Edge. Let's see, just checking for new enemy weapons. I should have done that as soon as I opened the door, honestly. Or else, then I might have noticed the Sword Reaver earlier. Chest key. Alright, nothing super important. Alright, so let's go. Let's see, what do we want to do? I would like to get the Sword Reaver at full strength. I think we lost the last one accidentally. Or was that the Slayer? Sword Slayer? Sword Reaver? They're mostly the same. Not very fast. Alright, well I was thinking... I'm gonna pull Colm out of there, because that's not really his forte. And I'm gonna see what it looks like with Tana here. Because she should counter the Sword Reaver pretty well. Yeah. I mean, he's got a 0% chance to hit her. You can't argue with 0%. That seems fine. Kinda had a feeling she'd be okay here. Now, I believe in Sacred Stones, the weapons that reverse the triangle also double the bonus or penalty to weapon advantage or disadvantage. So if normally you get something like plus 15%, minus 15% aim with this thing, because it's a, like, if let's say swords against axes, you usually get plus 15% to hit, and plus 15% evasion against the other guy. With Sword Reaver, instead of that kind of 15%, it's 30%, it's double the bonus. And instead of plus 1 damage, it's probably plus 2 damage, I believe. So anyway, they're pretty good, is what I'm trying to say. Now, I gave a heavy spear to Gilliam, just so that if I really need to, I can use them to wipe those guys out. Just thinking... I wouldn't mind, like, killing this guy with Ewan, because he'd do it pretty smoothly, but... On the downside, I'd have to, like, rescue Tana to do that, and then Larrakel would be carrying someone. I think Gilliam will be okay. I mean, 17 damage could hurt. This isn't actually an amazing setup. Alright, we're gonna do it sort of the smart way. And this way, Ewan might take a hit, but we can put Gilliam in front of him. And then Gilliam can block the axe guy. I think he's got an axe reaver too. It might be worth equipping, actually. Iron axe. Yeah, so this is a good time, because he has to defend, potentially taking a lot of damage from the mage. Luckily not doubled, right? Yeah, 5 speed versus 6. Minus 5, so it's 5 to 5, that's fine. No one's getting doubled here. Yeah, he's fine, honestly. I probably didn't need to worry about it. Alright, so, let's see, now. Do I open this door? The last couple doors have been a little sketchy. Let's deal with this first. Okay, so... Erica could kill one. Then we can move Ross in. And then Garrick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not far enough. But we could use Archer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I put someone here, they could be hit by a longbow. Keep that in mind. Yeah, okay, that's we're gonna use Arthur, and Garrick might actually just drop Tana, actually. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then this way, Erica will be quite safe, protected by Ross. Well, to be fair, she could get hit by magic, but... What's a little magic? That should be fine. 24%'s not gonna hit, right? Not a whole lot of experience. Whatever, don't worry about it. And then zip on up. Oh, it's not a double attack. Well, that's a problem. I always forget how fast these enemy mercs are. So, ha, hoo, hee, ha. I think we're going to put Garrick in front instead. 12 speed versus... Well, he won't double. How much damage are we talking? 14? Oh, he's only got an iron sword. Right, but Archer has terrible luck. 1% crit chance. I still want to get Tana dropped. I was thinking of putting Garrick up front, but I don't think we'll need to do that. Just trying to decide if I should move in or not. So the enemy shaman, what could he do? 13 resistance, weapon disadvantage, so like 2 damage. That's almost nothing if he attacks Artur. So that's not a problem. It's just how much damage could this guy do back. So 12 speed. Actually, we know he's not going to be able to double. So 14 to attack. You know what? It's actually not that dangerous. I was expecting Archer to hit a little harder, or be a little bit faster, I guess. I guess it comes down to light tomes being kind of heavy, maybe? No, it's the same. It's just not quite as fast as I'd like. Ewan, who's traditionally the slower class, shamans are slower than monks as a general rule. Like, the whole point of shamans is they're supposed to be slow. And then monks are, well, it doesn't say anything specifically, but high resistance, you know. I guess it's usually normal mages that are quicker. And less, like, magic powered. So, like, Lute is very fast with really good magic. She does seem pretty good. I don't know, I like all my mages, it's hard. Alright, that room's a lot worse than anticipated. So, what do do we do here? Flux, 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 Fire, Fire, Lance. Well, we're gonna go like this. Oh, I could dance or I could just take and drop. That'll be fine. Dancing and dropping would work, but taking and dropping is... You can take and dance. That's really cool. But no, I'll drop. So we're set. We should be fine like this. I don't think one magic attack is going to kill Joshua. And then after that, Loot might be able to kill, like, everything in that room. Alright, so Axe Reaver, like I said, is really awesome. I've always been a fan of the Reavers, the reversing type weapons. They're always amazing. If you're playing, what's it called? Conquest or, well, Fates, you know, Conquest, Birthright, Revelation, Fire Emblem. I don't know what number it is, 14 or something. There's like a dual version for the Bushido forces, and it's kind of the same thing. The reversing, it's like the Reaver type weapons. They're really good though, like, and it makes Reavers almost look bad. They're so strong. I guess what it does is it really helps out units that are in a single weapon type class actually still accomplish stuff. Because when you only have a one sort of, like, they call it like weapon lock, sword lock, bow lock, whatever, it means you can be sort of hard countered by an enemy that has a that has the right weapon type or your weapon disadvantage. You know what I mean? Simple enough. And then the Reavers flip it, so it's pretty good. So if you're having a hard time, you could switch to Luna, like hard time breaking through a mage's resistances. This guy doesn't even have that many resistance anyway, so the 0 defense is not really made up by losing 7 damage, so you lose out on the hit rate and that's about it. But against like really powerful resistant foes, a Dark Mage with really high magic stat is pretty darn good. I believe it's been nerfed a little bit, the Luna spell from Fire Emblem 7, where it just took over the entire game, but still good. Dark magic has had a lot of ups and downs. So I gotta be careful with this guy. 19 damage, killing edge. Oh look, 3 times 3 is 9, that's not a problem. The magic would add up though, 17. Be 10 damage. No vulneraries. Might have to take a short break on that side. Alright, so Joshua is taking a beating here. I may have overextended a little bit by trying to get into all 3 rooms at the same time. Alright, this is like 98% guaranteed to kill. Could have just had Joshua killed. Alright, and then we're gonna use... yeah, Loot will be able to wipe out... Well, I guess she has weapon disadvantage to the Dark Mages, you know. Alright, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do is... dance Joshua out of the way, start pulling him back a little bit. Or if he's got a vulnerary, maybe use that. Hey, look at all that defense! Tethys is rocking it. Yeah, he's got a vulnerary. Awesome. Alright, so I'm just gonna move him out of the way a little bit. If they attack him, that's actually not a big deal. I figure they'll probably go after Tethys, though, anyway. And then I'm gonna let Loot attack 1. That's 14 times 2. Oh yeah, she's more than strong enough to wipe out a mage. The only risk is that if... Well, what could happen is that she counter kills all of them next turn, and then each time she takes 5 damage like that until she's dead. I mean, the odds are pretty low, but it's potential. So that would not be good. Oh, I really want Larakel to go up this way anyway, because she needs to talk to, Renak. And I was thinking of healing Gilliam and moving into that range. Even though he'll take a hit from one of the mages. That should be fine. This time we want the javelin, I think. So we'll survive the blow from the Myrmidon, and then take a couple shots. Whoever hits them with magic, we'll try to make them kill. Alright, now the middle group is basically dealt with. I'd like to maybe try to lure one of the longbows over if I could. Yeah, Archer's got this in the bag. Especially with the crit. Alright. No problem. So I guess, because I've got them, I will use one of my chest keys. Hey, promotion items for mages! I love it! That's the third one. So now I could do, like, Ewan plus Loot plus Archer if I wanted, or Larakel instead. I need 4 at least, maybe even 5. Well, I'm probably not going to have 5 mages. That'd be kind of crazy. Trying to make a 12 or 13, 14 man team, having like 5 mages sounds a little bit over the top. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna leave Ross here. I might as well use a vulnerary, they're cheap. He'll probably take a hit from the longbow, but that'll be fine. Now, as for chest, let's see, is there a key over here? No, so if we want to open those, we have to send the thief to open those 2 chests. Yeah, that's where Colm should head. And, you know, you also could have put someone along here with a javelin that was good against mages. Might be worth it, honestly. Well, yeah, just not on that tile. Let's see how this works. That would help out with these 3 being a little bit weak. And then finally, Garrick. I think I'm going to send him up the right, because the middle's fine, and the left side's too far away, and he can't really help with that anyway. So I'll send him up this way. Alright, so Killing Edge, 2 damage, basically no problem. That's fine. Even if he did double crits, that's not too bad. Alright, so I figured 1 would probably go for Joshua or Tethys. You know, I was hoping for a dodge, but that's fine. But only 1 can hit him. The other one goes for Loot. Now, I'm hoping that she doesn't get hit 4 times in a row here, which is theoretically possible. It's 2 out of 2 now already at 50%. If she dies, that'll take probably 5. No, there's only 2 more. Ha! They can't kill her! Unless the next one's stronger than this guy. So she's been hit 3 in a row at less than 50% hit rate. Are you kidding me? So that's already 12% chance to get hit by 3 in a row like that. And number 4! Exactly enough damage. So that was a 6% chance. That's 4 tails in a row, dice flips. That's so dumb. I mean, I should have known, but I didn't think the numbers would line up that poorly. That's just terrible. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna restart this chapter. I guess we'll end the episode a little early here. Everything was going pretty well until I opened that door on the left. So I think if I were to redo it, I definitely don't want to lose that. I think I would push the right side a little bit more. The only way you could lose these is if you just kill Renak or let him escape, if he can escape. You could steal them back, but assuming you talk to him, you'll just get them anyway. Yeah, I think on a redo, I'm going to ignore this room for starters because I don't have enough forces. I will send a little bit more to the right side so we can push through a little bit quicker. Obviously, Gilliam's the right choice for this guy. And I'll still probably want to open this room and stuff. That's not so dangerous. It's nice to start killing these archers, like I said, with Ross or somebody. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna start over again. And next episode, I will join you sometime around, you know, turn 4 or 5, except without having had loot die, and probably focusing on the right side a bit more. So, I'm sorry about all that. You know, I hate it when this happens, but I mean, honestly, it was just terribly bad luck. I could have avoided it by running away, but who would have thought they would have done just exactly enough damage to kill her, and, not miss one time at 48, 49% in a row. 4 times. Was it like... It must have been at least 4 times in a row. And they did just enough damage, right? Like, instead of 5 damage every time, a couple of them did 6 or 7 damage. Just enough to push it over the edge. Crazy. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, regardless. And next time, we'll try to finish this chapter off, hopefully. We'll go a little bit longer episode next time. I'll try to remember.